Good morning, YouTube! And I say, woohoo! It's a marvelous, wonderful day. Yes, good morning to you. And hello, I say, it's a wonderful, marvelous day. The sun is out bright, and everything's right. And I hope all is well with you. Yes, it's such a marvelous day, and everything's going my way. So I'm sharing this cheer with you, so you'll know that there's no need of fear. Oh yes, hello, to all of you wonderful people across this world, across this big, wide globe, from the east to the west to the north to the south. All of my marvelous, wonderful friends, I say hello. Oh yes, I hope everything's well with you. Oh yes. Oh, now we know there's no fear, for you see I am here, bringing other loads of hope and good cheer. So now that I'm here, there can be no more fear, for you know that I'm here with you. We're all from above, so you can give fear a shove. Let's say fear, you get on out of here. Woo! We're going to cast out fear. We're going to heal sickness and disease. This is the Spirit of Ecstasy program where we lift up all the good and we shove out all fear and doubt. Woo! And so let us know that we're in the center of the vortex of power. We're in the center of the oceans of healing and love. We're in the center of joy and power. We're in the center of prosperity and abundance. And yes, we're lifting our awareness to see that. You know, it may have taken a long time, but we're now lifting our awareness to see all of this marvelous, glorious, good, and prosperity and abundance. And therefore, once we see that, it's easy to cast out all that fear and doubt. Get out fear and doubt. Yes. Oh, yes. What a marvelous day. And now, when I say, I am here, bringing you loads of good cheer, and I'm casting out all fear, I'm talking about the divine mind, the great I am, the divine mind. Yes, the infinite mind, our source, the God, our source. I'm talking about the great, glorious I am, which is within all of us, and we can declare that, and then we can become caster-outers of doubters. Oh yes, when we declare that I am that is within us and begin to flow it, then we become those that can shove out the doubt and the fear. And that's where I'm coming from on that. And but what we have now, what do we have now? When we just say I am and I have and all of these things, what is it that we have? We have wealth, riches, energy, joy, power, and love. And how can we know that we have these things? Well, we start asking for the flow, and we ask for the proof. You know, we ask infinite mind. We said the I am is flowing within us and flows out of us like rivers of living water. So we turn to that I am that is within us and ask, give me proof. Let these things begin to flow. And we start asking for the flow. And then as we will start, if we just ask for the flow, it's going to go. And any trickle that starts flowing, we become greatly and magnificently grateful for that. We become tremendously grateful for that, for whatever flows. You know, just whatever flows. If even just a little bit of joy flows, just a tiny bit of joy flows, or a tiny bit of healing power flows, become tremendously grateful for that. and that is going to increase it. That's where we start. We start by just becoming overwhelmingly grateful for every little thing that begins to flow. You know, every little thing, every little song on your heart, every little joy on your soul, become tremendously grateful for it, and that's going to increase it and magnify it. And we know that we are all good, all joy, and all peace, and all power. What is it, what we have when we cast out fear? You know, what does it take to cast out fear? You know, enough joy cast out fear, enough love cast out fear, enough awareness cast out fear. All these things cast out fear. Perfect love cast out fear. You know, so the more of these things we have, the less fear we have. All these things cast out illness and sickness and disease. The more real divine joy we have, the more real divine love we have, the more real divine awareness we have, the more these other things are displaced. And so that's why, another reason why we have to be grateful for every little bit of it that we have, because we know what it's doing. We know that that love and that joy and that peace and that power and that ability to rejoice in all that we have is doing the work of casting out sickness and disease. And so it's providing health to our body. Our rejoicing is providing health to our body. Every word of rejoicing provides all kinds of just humongous amounts of healing to your body. And we need to become aware of that fact. And every bit of divine joy brings health and healing and energy to you. And we need to be aware of that. The joy of the Lord is our strength. Yes, the joy. Yes. So that's why I come on here rejoicing, because I know it provides health and strength. And what kind of joy can we have? There's lots of different kinds of joy. You need to stop and think about all the different kinds of joy there are, and what kind of love is there. What kind of love can we experience? We can experience healing love. We can experience patient love. We can experience a powerful love. We can experience divine love. And we can experience enduring love, all of these different kinds of love that we can experience. Well, of course, it's all from the same divine source. It's just a part of the spectrum of the overall divine love, which we can flow once we get those rivers of living water flowing. But it'll bring out the patience and the endurance, and it'll bring out the kindness, and it'll bring out the healing, and it'll bring out the power, and it'll bring out the joy. And so we have joyful love and loving joy, and joyful power and powerful joy, and powerful love and loving power. And all of those things work together. And we got to remember, as I always say, remember the number two principles is God is all present, all powerful, and all knowing. That's our infinite mind, our source. We spring out of and are one with the source of all things. And that source of all things is all present, and continually we're springing out of that. We're in the process. We are always springing forth from that because it is all present. And and then the second principle is we are coexistent with it. We're infinitely coexistent forever and ever and ever, and always have been and always will be coexistent with divine love and with divine joy, with divine power. We're actually coexistent with the healing power. See, that's what's so unfortunate about so many people is they don't realize that they're actually infinitely coexistent with all the divine healing power that there ever has been or ever will be. And they're already coexistent with it, but they're denying it, having a form of godliness, denying the power thereof, is one verse that brings that out clearly. But those two principles I told you about, OOO and COE, all omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscience and coexistence, and then of course we have the all of the different things that LOA can stand for: law of attraction, a level of awareness, level of attraction, all these different things like that. That is a good thing to remember. So those three acronyms are wonderful things to remember. That'll get your joy flowing. It'll get that power flowing. It'll get it'll get your cup overflowing with real joy. Now, true joy and love, I said, woo! A true joy and love are opposites of fear and doubt. Excuse me for saying woo, but I just began to catch the vision of all this. That true joy and love are opposites direct opposites of fear and doubt. And so that shows you, instead of saying, oh, I'm going to put forth all this effort to cast out the doubt that I have, I doubt this, and I doubt that any good's going to come to me. I doubt that I'm ever going to have anything. I doubt I'll ever have abundance. I doubt that I'll ever be healed. Instead of putting forth all of the effort, we say, to try to cast all that out, to try to get rid of that, just remember that the direct opposites of that are true joy and true love. And so if you lift up the true joy of the Lord and you lift up the true love that comes from our divine source, then as you lift those up, all these other things are going to be automatically cast out. And so you won't even have to deal with it. You won't even have to deal with doubt. You won't have to deal with fear because it'll automatically be displaced. And so, as we said, we had unselfish love, patient love, understanding love, strengthening love, and then we have bountiful joy, and I have a whole list of the different kinds of joy which you can experience, and I'll read off just a few of them to you. But it's just we have we have enduring joy, energy producing joy, strength and stamina producing joy, jumping joy, shouting joy. All these are different kinds of joy, and all these things are a result of the real joy. If you have the real joy, you will occasionally shout, you will occasionally jump. The real divine joy will cause that, and then as you're doing that, you're putting in health and healing. You're pouring in health and healing into your soul and your body, and you're pouring in, and as you pour that in, that just like the water, pouring water in a glass displaces the air and pushes it out. You're pushing out all that doubt and fear and all the sickness and illness and ill health. And so you have shouting joy, you have zest-producing joy, you have ability-producing joy, abundant joy, life-giving joy. You have blessedness, bliss, charm, delight, ecstasy, elation, exaltation, felicity, festivity, gem, gladness, gladsomeness, glee, gratification, happiness, hilarity, and rapture and ravishment and satisfaction, transport, treasure, treat, triumph, wonder, adventure-producing joy, accommodating joy, encouraging joy, sustaining joy. See, it's amazing when we really begin to break down joy, what all it will do. Sustenance, sustaining joy, encouraging joy. Joy will encourage you because you begin to feel that joy. You become encouraged. Hey, life's pretty good after all. But after all, what about all of this wonderful joy that I'm experiencing? It is causing me to begin to want to cut a step. It makes me want to begin to jump and shout. Wants to make me begin to pat somebody on the back and say how wonderful we're all doing. It wants me to look out and see the radiant sunshine and say that's in my soul. That all of that joy does that for you. And so you begin to get encouraged, and that casts out, that displaces depression. So when you want to say, how do I get rid of depression? That's how you do it. And you displace it with these other things. You don't say, I'm going to try to shove on depression and try to get rid of it and try to lift myself out of it. You do these things, and then automatically no depression can ever enter in the first place. Supporting joy, animating joy, cheerful joy, concordant joy, direction and ambition producing joy, joy-filled ambiance, and so on. And there's just so many of them here. Bounteous joy, bountiful joy, copious joy, exuberant joy, full joy, lavish joy, luxuriant joy, overflowing joy, plenteous joy, plentiful joy, profuse joy, rich joy, superabundant joy, teeming joy, unstinted joy, well-supplied joy, divine joy, complete joy, great joy, effective joy, efficient joy, settled joy, bright joy, sunshine joy, and it just goes on and on. But it's just a cornucopia of things that can come out of this divine joy, that can come out of these rivers of living water, and this can continually supply us with all kinds of power and energy and strength and healing power. And we need to just continue to pour those in, and then just wait and see all that wonderful results flow. And don't even worry about the doubt and fear. Don't even think about doubts and fears or anything. Hey, don't even think about, well, tomorrow I may be depressed, or the next week. You just start pouring in these things, and then when tomorrow comes and the next day, lo and behold, those things won't even be able to enter in because you've already filled your mind with all this joy and this power and this peace and this excitement and everything that comes from the divine mind. And so it's just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. And I will continue this wonderful subject on tomorrow's video. Thank you for watching.